Hello friends, my name is Akshay and you're watching Devotional Study. Today on Devotional Study, we are going to cover one small basic topic which we really don't find on YouTube or any other platform, right? So what we are going to do, as you can see in my search bar, we have this, operation. What we're going to perform, we're going to, integrate Razorpay in our code, right? In our website, suppose what we have, right? So we need to integrate a payment gateway. So Razorpay, what I'm going to cover it in this tutorial, right? So we'll save that complete whatever we are the output what we'll be getting from Razorpay. We'll be saving it in the Firebase database, right? So without wasting time, let's get started. So I have one predefined, a template kind of a thing. So I'll be using that template. In order to, display you, how can we create a Razorpay, integration with the HTML and using only JavaScript. We are not going to use any server-side scripting language, it'll be very secure, and you don't need to worry about that. Razorpay would be taking care of all the security parameters for you guys. So we're going to just use the basic JavaScript and use the library given by Razorpay in our code. So as you can see, I have this like payment.js file, which is like empty right now. HTML and CSS. So I'll quickly open the HTML or page, and I'll show you what it looks like. So it's a basic template. You can see it's like nothing is there on the template side. So we'll not use this the card details section. I'll just quickly remove it. So we only use this checkout option. So suppose, for example, you have a payment to be done. So in the payment, you can see a list of products where you have every product has its own price, and you have a total to pay. So the total, we can use that total while using this proceed button, and we can use the total in the payment gateway screen where a user can simply pay, right? He can simply pay it off, right? So we just go back to the Razorpay documentation in order to understand some of the basic criteria in order to integrate a payment gateway, right? So if you go to the Razorpay documentation, we have everything is listed over there. So I'll just quickly go back to, let me scroll down. I guess it would be at the bottom. Okay, yeah. So you have this integration document here at the developer section, and we have web integration. So we can go to the doc section, and I'll quickly open the demo as well for you. So in the demo, if you go here, you can see like some piece of shit here, right? And so it has a fine t-shirt collection. So it has a cost of 1 rupee. So if you want to pay with Razorpay, just click on the button here. You get a Razorpay, integration panel, and the custom. They have a standard web integration panel. So you can put down your country code, phone number, email address, user information, basic information, right? You can give your merchant details and what would be the description of the complete transaction. And then when you click on proceed, after filling all this, let's give some basic number here. Uh, like 4 digit 5 6 7 8 9 10. All right. So email, we can give any email like you at suppose gmail.com. So they have their own validation here. You don't have to worry about that. You can use the card details here, like this is the test card what they provide. All right, you can give any future date here, and the cardholder's name. So this type test user. Okay, and here any CVV, any random number of 3 digits you can give. When you click on pay, you get this load pay button, right? And I'll show you what happens next. So you get a success or failure, obviously. So if this the you know so it says it got failed, right? So we can retry it similarly, right? So let's not discuss all this. So we'll cover it in the development section. So here, if you go to the integration part, we have this Razorpay checkout section. They are basically providing multiple checkout sections. We're going to cover only the standard one. So standard checkout section, integration. So here they have there's no much difference here, not a much difference. What difference what they have is in the standard one they give their own UI. In the custom one, you can build your own custom buttons and themes, right? And for the hosted, it enables like the Razorpay to control your site's checkout part as well, right? So they will handle the checkout section as well. You don't have to care about that, right? But we are going to only use the pay with Razor a button here. So we're going to integrate this, right? Okay, so we'll be using some test details, so make sure you follow a few things. I'll just quickly let you know what needs to be done. So first of all, you need to go to your Razorpay account. You need to create a Razorpay account. You need to have a Razorpay account here. So when you create a Razorpay account, on the top you will get I'll just quickly show you some of the details. Please stay tuned. Yeah, so as you can see, this is the dashboard what we have. So I'll be hiding some of the sensitive information. I'll just only show you the relevant information what we need, right? So make sure whenever you go, when you create your Razorpay account, you need to go to the dashboard. The first screen what you get is the dashboard itself, or you can click on the home button in order to get on the screen. So you need to use this test mode or live mode. So we are be when you're creating a test, when you're developing it for the first time, you make sure that you are in the test mode, right? Because live mode would make you or get yourself site in trouble. So make sure you're using the test mode here, right? The next thing what you need to do is you need to scroll down on the navigation panel on the left hand side and click on the settings option. When you click on the settings option, and as I said, I'll be hiding some of the sensitive information here. So you need to go to the API key. When you go to the API key, you will get this API key ID. So please copy the key ID, and we need to use this key ID in the integration section. So I'll just quickly log out from here, and let's get back to the code. All right, so we just need the key ID here, and the rest of the information would be taken care by the payment gateway, that is Razorpay. Right, so I'll just quickly close this section. So here what we have, it's a basic template. So we'll go back to the code here. I'll quickly initiate with Firebase init command so that we can set up our project, right? So we'll click on we will create this Firebase project here by using the Firebase init command, and we'll be getting the, the further commands after that. So yeah, what you can see, we have this command here. So we will be using only hosting. All right, nothing we are going to use other than this. So we'll just select that. We are going to use a public folder. First of all, we need to select the project. We can select this the demo project of what we'll be using for this tutorial. All right, so we'll be using public directory, and we can say yes. It doesn't matter because we have a separate folder itself. So we go back to here. You can see we have a public folder ready. So we'll copy this and this. We'll copy that, and we'll just need to move it, right? So I just hope it works. Okay, did it go? Yeah, it did go. So we are in the okay. We need to delete this file. So we go to the directory directly here. All right, so we don't have anything in the payment folder. You can delete this file. Okay, we can rename this file as index.html. Okay, and let's not forget we need to add the Firebase SDK as well. So we just open this file, we go to the Firebase console, go to the docs. We need to add the Firebase SDK. We need to copy the SDK, and as I said, we'll be just saving the payment ID what we'll be getting from the Razorpay to the database. So we need to just add the Firebase SDK. So we'll just go here and we will be just adding the SDK. So we'll copy that, and at the bottom of the page, just above the our script here, we'll be adding. Okay, let's add it here itself. Okay, we'll be using the app. That's obviously it's very important. So we'll remove the SDK, what was that? Yeah, analytics script. We'll be just using the database. We just need to use it as database. Okay, auth. We are not using the auth. Okay, that's it. All right. We have init. Okay, init. We don't have it here, right? We need to use that. Yeah, this one. Yeah, we need to get this thing as well. All right. We just paste it here. Okay, so we have added the payment. The SDK in our website. Let's run the localhost and get back to the server. So Firebase serve, that is the command we need to use in order to run the localhost. So you can see localhost would be running on the 5000 host or port. So let's open that. Okay, that is the previous project what we covered, right? So yeah, we refresh the page and we get this template. So first of all, let's remove the card details section. Okay, so this is the model. Okay, let's leave that. All right, so card details section is this one. Yeah, this division. So we'll delete this division here itself, but we need to use the button, right? Okay, so we'll keep the button. Okay, rest here. Let's leave that. Okay, this row will keep it. Okay, we will just say initialize payment. All right, I hope this would be fine. Let's reload the page. Okay, this would be fine. Yeah, so we have this basic template here where we have some static information. So we're keeping this mind that 320 would be the total. On the click of this button, we will be releasing the Razorpay payment gateway section. All right, so make sure when you're working on Razorpay on JavaScript side, right, you need to make sure you need to add this script. Make sure you need to add the script. You will get this script on the Razorpay integration section. All right, if you don't see, let me figure it out for you. So let's go to the razorpay.com and scroll down in the developer section here in the developers. Click on the integration side and let's click on the docs. Here they would be standard checkout. You will get when you click on the standard checkout, they'll give you this checkout.js where you can find JS. Okay. Okay, this is the pay standard checkout script in your website. This is the script what you get, right? This is the script what we have. So you just need to paste this. Yeah, this is the main thing. Yeah, you need to get one button that we have already on the HTML side. This script tag you need to use it. And when you click on the pay button, this option, Jason, what you see here, this object, this is the object what we send to pay to Razorpay, and then they will process, and whatever response we get in the form of Razorpay payment ID, which you can save it in your database further. All right, so we'll just keep this, we'll use this options here. I'll just copy that. All right, we'll cover this one as well. So we'll go to the payment.js file, we'll just paste it here. All right, because we'll be needing this one. All right, so we have options payment here. So what we need to do, we need to use the payment button, right? Where is it? This is the button. I'm sorry. This is the button what we have. So in this payment buttons, we'll generate an on-click event, right? We'll generate like process payment or payment process, whatever you feel like you can keep it. Payment process. All right. We'll just use this method in order to initiate our payment part, right? So we'll just use a function called payment process. Make sure you'll be using the camel casing. Uh, that is the need of an hour. So yeah, so we'll be using the payment process part. Let's alert it out. Let's see what happens, if it works or not. Let's test it out, right? As always, what we do. So let's reload the page. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we have localhost running. Let's click. Okay, we get the response. Very fine. Right. So in the alert section, we'll just remove the alert part, and in the payment process, we just need to cover this up. So we'll copy this complete option, because we'll be sending this thing to Razorpay, right? All we need to do is we need to just remove this amount part, whatever amount we'll be setting up. So you need to make sure that you will be using the amount in the multiplication of 100, because as you can see, they have clearly stated amount is in the currency subunits, right? Default currency is INR, that is Indian rupees. So whatever you will be adding, it will be in paise, right? You need to make sure you will be multiplying it by 100. All right, so 5,000 means 500 rupees. So what do we have in our checkout section? So we are not using the dollar. We need to make sure that we change the currency code from, like, here. You can change the currency code, and suppose this is not dollar, this should be INR, for example, right? We can just change it so that you don't get 120. Where is the total? Right, here's the total. So we can use INR. So in INR, into pay to 320 rupees, right? So we'll use the 320 rupees. So whenever you'll be using a JavaScript, when you are getting data dynamically, you can use the variable, you can add the variable here. So I'll just add 320 into 100, right? So it becomes 320 rupees. All right, so we need to add the key here. As I said, whatever key we'll be getting from Razorpay, either it's a test environment or either it's a live mode, you need to make sure you get the ID from there and you add it here. All right, okay, so I'll be adding the ID here. So yeah, guys, I'll be hiding the ID here in this code. So other than that, so what you can see, you can name out your name of your whatever merchant you will be using. You can use the merchant name here. Suppose, for example, here, if I'll be using my channel's name, so that will be devotional study, that will be a merchant. So here we can use the description of so we can just say ticket, okay, or like tutorial. All right, we can use any of this description, doesn't matter. So here we can give any logo, if we have any logo in our. So I'll just quickly open the logo. Let me find out some image for you guys. So I'll be having some logos here. All right, so I have got one logo, so I'll just quickly reference the logos. Um, Did we get it here? Okay, no. So let's just type it like logo.png. I hope it'll fetch the logo. and you can give any order number if you want. You can give the order ID here, right? So it's up to you. And here in the handler section, we'll get the response in the form of Razorpay ID. That's the response what we're getting. So we can use this, in order to save it in our database. I'll just remove this part and I'll call a function save it, save to db, right? I'll pass this response dot. We'll be getting a Razorpay, you know, Razorpay ID. So we will just we'll get it in the console and then we'll figure it out. All right. So here you can give your customers details like my name is Akshay Bhatia, right? And suppose my email address would be akshay.bhatia at example, or we can use like gmail.com, right? And I can give any number, like we'll keep this number. If you want, you can give any address here, or this is the color of your, you know, channel or whatever, like website's theme color you can give. So if I have purple, so I'll just find the purple color code. We will, or we can just, okay, uh, uh, any color code you can pick, that doesn't matter. So we can just use this one, this code we can use, right? So it has a purple texture, right? So this is what we get. So I'll just quickly create this function here at the bottom. I'll just type function, okay, the name of the function I can give same, and we can use the response object, and in the response object now what we'll get in the response object, we can get the Razorpay ID. We just need to save it, right? So we can create a reference here, payment or payref, simple as that. Okay, we'll call it payref. So Firebase dot database, all right, dot ref. So we don't have any table yet, so we'll just call it payment table, right? So in the payment table, we need to go to the payref, right? And we can use any child. We can use the ID. Right now, currently, we don't have any, ID, so we can call it. That I can give my email address, right? So Akshay. Okay, we cannot create using the @ symbol as a key. We cannot use that. So let's give any random number, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So that would be the key for my child. I mean, for my whatever data payload we'll be sending, to the database, we can use it on this child. All right. So we need to use the set method, and in the set method, we can pass our response, right? So let's first check it out. What response do we get? Console.log, okay, and we'll just console it out, right? So response, okay, and we'll just comment this part for 5 minutes, and we have got the console, right? So let's check what do we get. So in the payment, let's reload the page, and once we'll click on the proceed button, we're supposed to get okay, there's no click event, right? I guess, uh, okay, payment process. I guess let me check the function name. Okay, that's fine. Let's reload one more time. Okay, let me inspect. Is there any error or something? We don't have any error as of now. So why is this happening? Function. Okay, reading. Do we have anything else? Any issue? Let's see. Okay, nothing is happening on the click of this button, neither in the console. So something is wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. I have written an incomplete code here. All right. Really sorry for that. So what we are going to do, we need to open the payment gateway. We didn't do that. Sorry for that. So we'll just need to use one more variable. We'll just rename. We'll call it pro, because that's what you get from Razorpay. That's the object what you're creating. So new Razor, because the library what we're using, it's getting fetched from there. So we'll be passing this options, okay, and we just need to use pro pay dot open method. You just need to call open method. Then only you will get your payment gateways or pop up. So I'll just click on proceed. Now you can see, okay, oops, something went wrong. The ID provided does not exist. There's some alert what we get. Some ID what we have used, it's throwing some error here. So all right, so the issue was we were using one ID here, right? This order ID. This was supposed to be from the user end, all right, or from the merchant's end. So we will not use this ID as of now. All right, so we'll refresh the page and this time it will work. So when we click on proceed button, whatever amount we have given, as I said, it's going to be in passe, right? So you need to make sure you'll be multiplying it by 100. So we have given the merchant's name here. This is the logo. You need to make sure that you're using correct format of the logo, right? And then this is the amount, and this is the number what we have given initially, and these are my details. These are pre-filled, right? So we don't have to fill it again. So I'll click on proceed. We can use either of the information, so I'll go with the card, right? And I'll just type the card information. Okay, all right. Okay, skip save card. We just don't need to save it. So I'll just type the card number. This is the test card number given by Razorpay. You can use the future reference date and use the CVV and click on pay. When you click on pay, you get either success or failure. So when you click on success, right, you get some output. That is the output. That is the payment ID what you receive, and you can save it right in your database. Now we didn't save it. Yeah, we didn't save it. So we just need to save the ID, right? So I'll just say payment underscore ID, and this is the Razorpay ID, right? So one more thing I'm going to do, as soon as I save it in the database, right? I want to launch the model stating payment is successful. So I'll just say model, right, and I'll share I'll add the model ID. I don't remember the ID, so I'll just copy that. Okay, my model, we'll just give the ID here. Okay, we'll just give the reference, save it, go back to your page, reload it, proceed, and we need to follow the same instructions. So we'll skip this saved card, right? So we'll give the information, any future date, CVV, pay, and as soon as you click on success, you were supposed to get the pop-up. Okay, there is some error. Payment. Okay, it says it doesn't. Okay, we have got some issue here because we need to use this as an object. Okay, all right. So we use this like this. Reload it again. Okay, we need to follow the same process one more time. Proceed, card, skip saved card, card number, that is 4 no, 1 1 2 3, CVV, success, and boom, we get the confirmation as well. Your booking has been confirmed. Check your mail for further details. This is just a template, right? So we'll click on OK. We'll go back to our database. Do we have any child? Yeah, we have a child here. You can see the payment ID is available in the database. So this is a complete a tutorial how can we add or integrate a payment gateway like Razorpay using only JavaScript. We didn't use any server-side scripting language or any other language, runs on server side. We have used the client-side language, and we have successfully integrated a payment gateway using Firebase. So I hope you like the video. If you have liked the video, please do subscribe my channel, like my video, and share it with your friends, family, or whosoever is as a developer or want to become a developer. You can share all these information with them so that they can be educated or influenced at the same time with my tutorials. So if you have any question regarding this video or any of my previous video, or if you have any concern about any topic you want me to cover on Firebase or any other technology, I would be happy to deliver that. So I'll see you in the next tutorial, guys. If you have any question, please post your comment in the comment box. I'll see you in the next tutorial, guys. You have a great day, and bye bye.